Hi
There we are.
guys, so we're gonna do a boiling water video.
Okay. We should wait a little bit and let people jump on, right?
You jump on, 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 you jump on.
Yes. How many people do you think will watch our video today?
You jump on. 8!
You think 8?
Yeah.
Okay, well we got a couple people. If you guys are
2.
here, give us a
Yeah,
chilled heart.
2 people.
We do. Give us a
Chilled.
chilled heart. Say hello.
Hi!
Because what are you here for? What are we doing?
We're doing a boiling water video.
But what's our show called?
Molly makes meals.
Molly Makes Meals.
So my name is Molly as well. So Molly makes meals, and Trotter Molly makes meals.
That's what it's called, huh?
Yeah.
Okay.
Ow!
I need you, remember you can't lean on me because, it'd be terrible if you fell off the step stool on live TV, wouldn't it? That'd be embarrassing, don't you think? Okay. So, hey, what are we doing today? What are we making?
Molly makes meals, baby. Baby.
But what are we making?
We're making hot chocolate.
Not quite.
No noodles.
We're gonna make some pasta today, but we're gonna teach everybody how to
Make
boil,
water.
which may seem like an incredibly easy concept. However, we have some tips for you guys because we want to make sure that when you're in the kitchen, things are as efficient as possible for you. Ma'am, do you know what the word efficient means?
That means things are easy
Yeah?
and peasy and lemon squeezy.
Yes. And that things are fast. Here, we should set this down.
I will.
Okay, there we go. So, we're going to start by talking about the kinds of pans that you can use to boil water. So, most people, I think, when they think about boiling water, they take a look at this big stock pot, or maybe in a saucepan. Okay, ma'am, start the show.
Hi guys. So
Hey, tell them about this pan.
this is to make eggs, and this is a pot to make pasta.
Yep, but you could use this pot to make other things, right?
Yeah, like boil water, boil corn, boil green beans.
Yeah, so if you're gonna make some food that doesn't necessarily need a lot of room or is not gonna produce a lot of starch,
Then just has this.
then you can use a shallower pan.
Shower.
And what's great about a shallower pan is that the water is in contact.
Mommy, I wanna start it.
Not quite.
Yeah.
Hey, but we have to tell them about this. So the water in a larger pan is, more of it is in contact with the heat, so it will boil faster. It also has less pressure on the top of it because the pot, you have less surface area of water. So if you're gonna boil something like green beans or corn or carrots or things that have not as much starch and aren't gonna boil over, you can put them into a shallower pan. But if you're gonna cook things like pasta, if you're gonna make
I'm Molly.
potatoes, then you should put them in a taller, deeper pan. So, hey ma'am, what do you think? Do you think that we're gonna start with,
The noodles.
not yet, but you have to put the pan lid down so then we can get started with the noodles. We should turn our water on. Okay. Now, are we gonna start with hot or cold water?
Cool.
You say cold water. And this is common. I think that a lot of cooking websites will tell you that you should always start with cold water. However, I am in the camp that you should start with hot water because it's faster.
No, I'm hot. Hot.
You say hot water too?
Yeah.
Because it's faster. So I'm always game for faster. They say you should start with cold water because it's not water that's been sitting in a tank. Yeah, and this is starting to boil, so it's kind of popping around. Hey, okay, so we're gonna fill our pot. We got our pot going, and we actually started this water a while ago. But Molly, what's the last rule for starting?
Putting the lid on first.
They couldn't hear you because your hands were up. Tell them.
Putting the lid on first. Putting the lid on first.
Yeah, you should always
Put the lid on first.
put a lid on your water before you start boiling it. Because that keeps the heat inside and that'll make the process a lot faster. All right, a couple other rules. When you start boiling the water, if there's food in it, so if you're cooking potatoes, you should always put those in before the water boils.
Yes.
Or eggs, if you're doing hard-boiled eggs, those should always go in before the water boils. You're gonna start both of those pans on medium heat and let the water come up slowly so you don't shock the food. If you're gonna boil the water before you put the food in, so for things like pasta or corn or other vegetables, you can just crank that heat as high as it goes so it's a lot faster.
Crank. So we're gonna put our salt in.
Yes.
Our sea salt.
Sea salt. If you guys have ever heard your grandma or maybe your great-grandma tell you that your pasta water should taste like the sea,
Yeah.
you can use sea salt for that. We're actually gonna open the other side, Molly. And I just always toss in a nice, healthy handful of salt. So here, how about I pour it in your hand?
Okay.
And you're only gonna add the salt after it's at a full boil. So you saw our lid was popping around and Molly was getting sprayed with hot water. You don't wanna add the salt any before that because it'll slow down the boil process. So we gotta get our hands over the pot. Ready? Give you a good handful. Okay, now toss it in. Woo! And if you can see, I don't know if you guys can see, that slowed down our boil a little bit. So we're gonna wait and let it come fully back up to boil. Oh, how's that salt taste?
Good.
Okay.
Mm.
Just a disclaimer, none of this food is gonna be used in chilled meals, so you don't have to worry about the licked hands. Our pasta's gonna be for a lunch today, isn't it?
Yeah.
So I guess I'll be eating it. And you don't like your hands anymore. Okay, are you gonna have the pasta?
Yeah.
Okay, one other thing. So I've heard that you should fully fill a stock pot, have 1 quart of water for every serving of pasta. You're gonna have to get off of this show if you're gonna lick your hands. Are you gonna do the pasta?
Yeah.
Okay, are you ready to do it?
Yeah.
Okay, then stop doing that. Because otherwise I'm gonna have to fire you. You will have to turn in your chilled shirt and you will not be a part of this cooking show ever again. All right, here we go. Anyway, what I was saying with the pasta is that people think that you need just like a ton of water because they say that it gets sticky and gummy and whatever. But in my experience, if you stir the pasta often, you can use less water and as much pasta as you need. So we're gonna put this whole package in for just a half a pot of water and it will turn out a-okay. It will not be a big deal. All right, we got the pasta in.
It looks like stick.
You can. We got our tongs. Hold on just a second. I'm going to show the people what happened. So, again, the water slowed down. But we're going to keep that on high heat until it comes back to a boil. And then, with pasta, okay, go ahead and stir it. And any other starchy foods, I always back the heat off to about medium high, so it doesn't boil over. There's another reason why I like to have the pot only half full and not more than that, because then it's less likely that it's going to boil over under stuff.
It's hot.
Yeah? Alright, let's give it a good stir. Let's get it really going. I know, it starts to feel a little warm, doesn't it? Alright, we're going to let our pasta cook for about 8 to 10 minutes until it sticks to the wall. And then, Molly, what are we going to tell them about behind us? And then we'll eat it.
Those shift boxes.
What are these?
Shift boxes.
Stand up and tell them. They couldn't hear you. They can see them, but you just got to stand up. Ready?
Shift boxes!
There are shipping boxes.
No, shift.
Oh, shipped boxes. Where are we sending these shipping boxes to?
Idaho.
Idaho?
Iowa. No.
No, not Iowa.
America.
Yes, they are going to America. Yep, we're not shipping to China yet.
America, Idaho, and
Ohio.
Ohio.
Yes.
Ohio.
So we're shipping out some test
America.
samples today.
Idaho and
Yep. Ohio.
And Ohio.
I know, they just all sound the same, don't they? So, January's coming pretty soon.
America,
Start telling your friends about shipping.
Idaho and Ohio.
Yep. Ma'am, what are we going to teach about in episode 2 of Molly Makes Meals?
Molly makes good hot water.
That's what we're talking about today. Do you think
No, we're gonna do it by making cookies.
we're going to make cookies? Actually, speaking of making cookies, next Wednesday, right before Thanksgiving, my 8-year-old, how old is she? She's 8.
She's 8.
She's 8. What's her name?
Trotter.
Well, that's her last name.
No, her name is Trotter. My sister's name is Benny.
Bryn is going to join me for a special episode of Bryn Bakes. And
No, her
she's
name is Benny.
Yes. And she is going to teach us how to decorate the edge of a pie crust, so then it's all ready for your Thanksgiving pie.
Yes.
And then if you guys
Adore.
have ideas for what you would like Miss Molly to teach on for Molly Makes Meals, we will be back the following week on Monday at 10 a.m. So send us your requests and let us know what you want to see her teach on. All right, what do you got to tell the people?
See ya.